Well, hello there, I'm John Fite. I'm the owner of ReachingTexans.com, and today I want to talk to you about Twitter. Twitter is one of the social media platforms, such as there are others such as Facebook, YouTube, there's Google Plus, and there's another probably 1,000 more that I'm not going to cover. But we're going to talk about Twitter today, and a lot of times people they'll open up a Twitter account and they'll tweet it a few times. They don't really understand it. It's like, okay, this is great, but how's this going to help me with my business? How is this going to help get customers to my website? Well, that's what I'm going to show you today. Now, I will admit to you that if you don't have very many followers, then the results that you have are going to be minimal. So one of the first things you got to do with your Twitter account is to get people to follow you. But not just anybody. You want potential customers. You want people within your market area. So let's assume you live in Austin, okay? And you want to get people who live in Austin to sign up on your Twitter account. Well, there's several different ways of doing this. One thing you don't want to leave out is that when you talk to your customers in person, mention that you have a Twitter account. If you own a store and people come in to buy things from your store, maybe you have some flyers printed up. You don't have to use a whole, 8.5 by 5 inch flyer. You can cut little strips. You can make little strips and just say, follow us on Twitter. But don't just say follow us on Twitter. Give them a reason to follow you. Say follow us on Twitter and get exclusive discounts. And put it on a little piece of paper and throw it in the bag when they buy something. Always be trying to promote yourself, okay? Now, if you do this, you're going to get followers. Another good way of getting followers, assuming again that you live in the Austin area, is go to other known Austin websites. For example, Austin has a newspaper. Well, that newspaper, I can promise you, also has a Twitter account. And who do you think is following the Austin newspaper? People who live in Austin. Well, you go there, and then there you go. There's a list of people. All you got to do is follow them. And they most likely will follow you back. Now, if you just start following people, let's say that you start following 1,000 people, that's a good way to get your account shut down. So don't follow too many at once. Just follow a few. Let it grow slowly. All right? Don't overdo it over a period of time. Now realize this may take months. It may take you a year to build up your Twitter account. But the benefits are really good. Once you get that account built up, it's a really good way of reaching out to new customers and to keep in contact with your existing customers. Now I'm going to give you an example. I have a website called TexasFreeLotto.com, and we offer a free lottery game. And we have about 55,000 people following us on that account. And then our Reaching Texans account, we have about, I think, 25,000 following us on there. But I want to show you the power of Twitter. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of my existing blogs, and I'm going to show you who is on it at the current time, and then I'm going to go and tweet a couple of articles off of that blog, and I'm going to insert a link so that when people read the tweet, they can click on the link and go straight back to the blog. And I'm going to show you how fast this works and how powerful this is. And you can imagine doing this every day. If you had a Twitter account and you had a blog, or you had maybe some coupons that you wanted to mention, tweeting every single day is a very powerful way to get new customers. Well, with that being said, I want to go ahead and get started with my my example here. And so we're going to change angles here, let you look at my computer screen. And this is in real time. I'm not going to stop the camera. I'm not going to stop the camera and wait 30 or 40 minutes and restart it again. This is real time, so you can see how fast and how powerful Twitter really is. Okay, we're back now, and this is my computer screen on my laptop, and I'm sitting on my one of my blogs. This is ReachingTexans.com, and I'm going to go to the back end of this thing, and we're going to see how many people are looking at this right now. So I'm going to go to the back end, And let's say who's online. Let's click on that. Okay, you may not be able to see this. It's pretty fine print, but there's me. That's me. And then below that is an MSN bot, which is good. That's MSN picking up an article and probably indexing it for their search engines. Okay, but you see that there's two people online. All right, now I told you that I was going to show you the power of Twitter. Now here's my Twitter account. This is Texas Freelotto. It has 55,002 people following me right now. And I'm going to go back to my blog, and I'm going to go to the front end of it where the articles are, and I'm going to scroll down here a little bit, and I'm going to tweet some of these articles. Okay, now there's an article. I'm going to click on that, and boom, that's done. It's tweeted. See how fast that is? Once you get your blog up and running, it's nothing to tweet the articles. I'm going to tweet another one. There we go. That's two. Let's do another one. Here's another one right here. And so I've tweeted 3 different articles. Now, this is real live time. I'm not stopping the camera. I'm not slowing anything down or speeding anything up. Okay, I'm going to go back over to Twitter, and I'm going to click on there, and again, it may be too small for you to read, but here are the 3 tweets I just did. 1, 2, 3. There they are. I just wanted to make sure they went out, and they did. And I'm looking at the time on this, and it says this one was done 7 seconds ago, and this one says now, and this one says now. So that's how fast this went out. Okay, now I'm going to go back to Reaching Texans. Now remember, I showed you there were 2 people online. Let's go back and let's look at it again. All right, who's online? Boom, look at that. Look at that. There were 2 people online just a few seconds ago, and now there's 20 people online. All right, that's just with 1 click on each article, 2 or 3 articles, and boom, 20 people hit the site almost instantly. Now, this gives you an idea of just how fast Twitter works. You put out a tweet, people get, I'm going to reload this thing. You put out a tweet, people get interested in it, they click on it, next thing you know, boom, they're on your site. Okay, I just reloaded it. Now we got 21 people on board. So there you go. Now imagine doing this every day. You would have literally thousands of people visiting your website weekly if you did this several times a day, multiple times a week. This is a great way to get people to go visit your website, and the best part about this is that it's free. Yeah, it takes a little effort, but other than that, it's free. You just do it. Okay, I want to reload it again, see if anybody else has jumped on board. Now we got 25 people on board. Now see, this will continue to climb because people are seeing the tweets and they're clicking on it, and they're coming over here to read about it. So there you go. There's the proof right there. All right. Now I'll reload it one more time just to see what we got. Right now there's another reload. Now we got 26 people on board. So there you go. Use Twitter. That's the moral of this story. Use Twitter. It's free and it works. Well, John Fite back again with ReachingTexans.com. I hope you enjoyed our little demonstration of Twitter. It works the same with Facebook, and it works the same with Google Plus, and all the rest of the different social media platforms. They're all very effective. They all kind of work the same way. Basically, it's a great way to keep in contact with your customers. Now, I do want to mention the website that I tweeted it on is it's a TexasFreelotto.com. That's one of our websites that we use to get local people to visit our sponsors' websites. That's another great way of getting people to go visit your website. So you might want to check that out if you get a chance. It's at TexasFreelotto.com. Okay, well that's it for today. Get those Twitter accounts going. That's my message to you. It's free. It does take effort, but it does work. Okay, I'm John Fite with ReachingTexans.com. See you next time.